This is Nick Nielsen, the mad scientist of muscle, and what we got fitted here is a quick review of a really innovative piece of cable training equipment from Trainnox. Now, this is ergonomic rope pushdown handles. Now, you are no doubt familiar with an ordinary pushdown handle with ropes, so that's what that looks like. And there's various ones. Some have knots in here, but essentially you're gripping here and you're doing a pushdown with a rope attachment. This goes one better. You're not just gripping on the rope, you are actually gripping on, I'll show you. These are molded ergonomic handles that exactly fit onto your hand, so you can see how these look. Essentially, you just grip right on here, and it's form fitted to shape your hand exactly. I mean, not exactly. If you got big old gorilla mitts, then it may not fit your hand, but most likely you'll be just fine. Even with smaller hands, you're still going to be good. Now, what you want to do here is just hook it up to a high pulley, just like you would for any other pushdown, and that just clips on right here. Now, first time you're doing this, start a little bit lighter. The execution of the exercise exactly the same as if you were doing a regular pushdown. So you grip, and you can see on here, this allows you to get a nice push and a nice basically pull apart at the bottom, which really engages those triceps very strongly. So the beauty of this is it's not like a rope handle where if you're just gripping on rope, for example, your hand starts sliding down. This takes grip, I find, completely out of the equation. It's a very comfortable, very well fitted handle. It's very intuitive on how to grip this thing. If you have it on backwards, you're going to figure it out pretty quick that that's not the way to hold it. So I want to show you real quick my favorite tricep that I've got here for these ergonomic handles. Now, I've done this with regular handles before, but I find using these things really just that much more effective. So what you're going to do here is an overhead cable tricep extension. Immediately spin around and do a standing push down just like you normally would. Then you're going to switch the high pulley down to the low pulley and do a kickback. So this is basically the three different positions, like a positions of flexion tricep, like you'd find in a positions of flexion workout from Steve Holman. So here's what it looks like. Again, you're going to find out pretty quick how to grip and how not to grip. Very, very simple. Get into position and then do the exercise. Now, before you do start these, you want to make sure that these handles are even so that you're getting even push on the cable, just like you would for a normal push down. So for that last exercise, because the cable isn't like super long and they're not true independent handles, when you're doing this cable kickback, you get to about here. So you don't get the full maximum contraction at the top. They're substantial, believe me, but you're not getting the full. So when you're doing that one, go for a pump. Basically try and crank out as many of these short range reps as you can. It's going to put a massive pump on your triceps, especially after doing stretch exercise and more of the mid-range exercise with the push down. Alright, so the bottom line on these ergonomic rope handles, love them. I don't actually feel the need to ever go back to the regular rope handles. I give these basically my full top marks in terms of cable attachments. It really feels good on the hands, and it really lights up your triceps like crazy. Now, don't try these for curls. I tried these for basically cable hammer curls, and they don't work really very well at all, because the grip is designed not to be held like this, but to be held like this and pushed down. So you're not going to really be able to do a good hammer kind of curl. If they made a cable grip with these grips in the opposite direction, be phenomenal. And maybe I'll make that suggestion to them to make an additional grip like that. But for my money, using these ergonomic handles, 10 times better than using the rope handle. I never really liked rope handle pushdowns. Now that I've tried these, I don't even need to use a rope handle. So